So, okay, let's start. We have enough students. So what I was saying, so this is an object address one, and then here we are calling the constructor of that address class, this one, this is the constructor. We are passing Sargodha, which is the name of the city in Pakistan, and this Punjab, which is the name of the province in Pakistan, and then this is the name of the country. So this Sargodha will go here into the city, state will go here into this Punjab, and this Pakistan will go here into this country. That will be copied here into this city, state, and country, which are the fields of this address class, which are the, just a minute, which are the city, state, and country, which are the fields of this class. So now all these values, city, state, and country, are stored in this object address one. And similarly, we have another object address two, and we are calling the constructor with city name and the province name, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and the country name. So we are calling this constructor. So these values will go here first, and then it will be copied into these fields. And these values are then stored in address 2. And then here in this next statement, EMP, and this is an object E for this emp class, not for this address class. So emp E and new emp, and we are passing some new values, 111. And what are the fields of this emp? ID, name, and address. So now here we are calling this constructor, this one, we are calling this one, and 111 will be copied here into this ID. Muhammad Ali, the name would be copied here into this name, and this address one, which we already done here. And we are passing this address one object into this new constructor that will be copied here. And the values will be assigned like that for the object of this emp class. And those values I can accept, those values will be stored here in this E object. And similarly, we have another object E2, new emp, we are calling this constructor. We are passing this 112, which will go here into this ID. Ali Azmi is the name, which will be copied here into this name. And this address 2, which is this object previously, that will be copied here into this object. You can just change the name of this address into some other object here and there so that it will not give you a confusion. Anyhow, and then these values will be copied into these fields, which are the fields of this emp class. And now all these values are now available in this E2. And now we are just displaying those values. When you write E.display, then you know that this is the ID Muhammad Ali and the address one value, this Sargodha, Punjab, Pakistan, these would be displayed. So E1.display. So this method will be called println ID and name. What are the values in E? 111 and Muhammad Ali. So you can see 111 and Muhammad Ali here in the output. And then, okay, this statement will be executed of this display. And the second statement is what? Address.city, address.state. So E2, we are calling with E2. So E2 has this address 2. That address 2 is an object which is now stored here in this E. And all the values of address 2, Peshawar, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Pakistan, all these values are stored in address 2. And address 2 is now going as an argument into it, into the constructor like that. This address 2 will be copied here. That will be copied further into the field of this emp class, and this E is now an object for this emp class. So you will get the values, this Sargodha, Punjab and Pakistan here after executing this whole statement. And similarly, when you apply E2.display, so you will see first these values, 112 and alias me, and then the next values, Peshawar, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Pakistan, will be displayed by the second statement. What is, doctor, can you repeat about the field of emp class? What is address? I will repeat after completing it. But first, give me the option that I have to complete it. So, and then E2.display, this second line, there is another question. Okay, no question. Okay, he's saying okay. So, and this Peshawar, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Pakistan will be displayed by the second line. And after that, we have the lab practice. It is finished. Okay, and now I will repeat it. But now this CO is finished. And now the course for your midterm is now chapter 1, chapter 2, and chapter 3. It's okay. Now, yes, the midterm would be up to 3, and this chapter that we have now studied, it is included in your midterm.
Doctor, the quiz in Thursday?
Whenever we will have the physical class, I think tomorrow, if you have the class, then there would be quiz.
No,
If you don't have any class,
is,
yeah, if you don't have any class, then it will go into the next week.
okay.
So now I'm going to repeat it because one student was asking to repeat it. And anybody have some questions? Okay, inshallah then.